Good evening, Superintendent Drake, President Tapman, members of the board. I'm Lauren Lorette, an elementary school teacher here in our school system. I've been asked by a coalition to address you and here tonight. The coalition includes the EBR Association of Educators, the EBR Federation of Teachers, Baton Rouge Bus Operators Association, the Service Employees International Union, Together Baton Rouge, and other employee and community supporters. Could anyone who is here in support of this campaign for pay raises stand? And if you're already standing, please wave your hand. Thank you. 5 weeks ago, we came before you in the same room for the very first time, formally as a group, addressing our concerns about the state of salaries for East Baton Rouge Parish School employees. We want to say thank you today that you've taken these concerns seriously and you've begun to act to address them. In a short amount of time that has elapsed since our last meeting, we have seen some real and tangible progress with the formation of the Salary Committee and in particular with the reforms to the salary schedule that you will be voting on tonight, which address the disconnects between years of experience and steps on the salary schedule. Superintendent Drake, members of the board, Dr. Tamol, members of the administrative staff, we want to thank you and recognize you for that serious and respectful, diligent work. We know that we are still a long way from where we need to be as a district to have competitive salaries for our staff. If this is a journey, we have a long way to go, but we've taken that first step in that journey, and you've taken it with us. But that means a lot to us. It gives us confidence that we can accomplish what we need to accomplish for our system and most importantly for our students. Let me add one last final point for this. I'm not used to doing this. I'm used to standing in front of 23 smiling little children every day. To come here tonight to address the leaders of this district and the elected members of this board is quite a stretch for me. And to talk about the topic of my own salary, and to be honest, it's quite awkward, and it's the elephant in the room. I think I'm not alone in that, and a lot of us feel that way. It's important to us that you understand why something essential about the nature of this campaign and a big part of why we're willing to do this, even though it's uncomfortable and awkward. We're fighting for competitive salaries because we know that's what it will take for our district to move to the next level to serve our students. And I think Ms. Ware-Jackson has pointed that out this evening in quite a few of her comments. We are fighting for ourselves because we want the best for our kids. We know what it will take to give every student the education that he or she deserves, and that's what we're here about today. So in short and in conclusion, we're off to a tremendous start here in EBR, and we have a long way to go. We look forward to continuing our relationship to make progress as a partner with this board and with the leadership of this district. Thank you.
Thank you. You did a good job, so don't be nervous about it. Are you Lauren? Is this you filled out this card? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, thank you. Let's see. The other ones I have for H1 are Mr. Fred Skelton.
How do you do? My name is Fred Skelton. I hope you will excuse my hat. I've had some surgery lately, and you'd rather look at the hat my wife bought me than the bandage in this hair. I come to you tonight as a citizen representative from Together Baton Rouge. I'm a member of First United Methodist Church. The only teaching I do now is in Sunday school class. But I began my career in 1963 as an education teacher, especially in English. I spent all of my career after that representing teachers or in the classroom until I retired 15 years ago. I come before you tonight to do something unusual, to thank you, to praise you. I've been in a lot of situations where teachers and school employees were concerned about salaries, and I've seen the way school boards act. Some of them get mad. Some of them get insulted that they would question whether they were doing everything they could. Other school systems have said, okay, we've got a problem, let's sit down and see if we can solve it. I compliment Superintendent Drake and the members of this school board for what you have done. You've sent a powerful message to school employees when you increase the membership of that salary committee. Yes, we urged members to call you, and they did. I can tell you that many of them called us after they called you to report. Some of them said, I couldn't get off the phone. My school board member wanted to talk. But the thing that impressed us the most was that almost universally, the members who called you said they listened. It wasn't just me talking and telling them. They wanted to talk about it. They listened. That's a powerful message you send to the employees. And I want to compliment you tonight on making an adjustment in the salary schedule at a time when your finances are dire. This is a noble and good first step. We recognize, and I hope you recognize, that it is not the final step. There is more work to be done to make sure that the salaries in this school system are competitive. You need the best teachers, not only recruited, but retained. I am biased. I think that urban school systems serve, in many cases, a large disadvantaged student population, and they need the best teachers. Hiring them is one thing. Retaining them is something else. And so I compliment you on the adjustments that you have made, but would urge you to say this is only the beginning. We need to find a long-term solution. I stand before you as a representative of Together Baton Rouge to say to you, we want to work with you. We pledge to work with you. And together, we can solve this problem.
Thank you, Mr.
very
Skelton.
much.
Any comments or questions from the board? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please open the machines.
Please vote.
The budget is approved.